Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of those videos where I talk about updates in the Steam version of Dwarf Fortress coming from Toady1 and KitFox. I just woke up, so if my voice sounds a little raspy, I apologize. Let's get right into it. So this update comes with two more semi-placeholder, of course, UI elements, which are going to be in the Steam version. The first one that we are looking at right now is the new work orders. So this is where your manager is going to ferry orders over to the manager's shop. So previously, the way that this looked is it was just a large blank screen where at the top you could type in orders that need to be placed, and then your manager would go about doing those orders. Now it appears to be a list of workshops. I guess those are I wonder if those are modular, either the ones that you've built or just a full list of workshops. Regardless, there's a list of workshops on the left, and then on the right, you have your search bar where you can search for different tasks that need to be completed. I quite like how this looks. I actually really like the little diamonds in the middle of the like sliding bar sliders on either side. I think that those look quite nice. But as far as the actual functionality of the UI goes, it looks like if you select a shop on the left, it then shows all of the available tasks on the right, which I think is very nice, and I'm quite happy with this as a manager UI. But as always, a lot of this stuff is still potentially partially placeholder. Something I did want to address, just because I saw a comment about this recently, I don't think any of this UI is going to be modular. This UI is very much static, and it's going to be locked in place. The same person also commented that the UI for Dwarf Fortress looks kind of like an old DOS game. Well, you have to remember that all of this UI is going to fit into ASCII tiles. So it is still an ASCII UI, essentially with a graphical overlay, because the same UI is going to be used for the classic version as well. So it needs to work without graphics as well as with graphics. So that's why the UI looks a little blocky, and that is why I don't think it's going to be as modular as some people might like. That being said, I do think that this piece of UI here looks really nice and will be very easy and quick to find what I want to be able to queue up tasks. The next screen we have here is for linking stockpiles to your workshops. So something that you can do that's a little bit esoteric is you can, in the main game, is you can link specific stockpiles to specific workshops to get very specific tasks done. This is quite helpful, especially when trying to like encrust gems or specific materials onto specific pieces of furniture and make things look all fancy. It's a feature I don't actually use all that often, unless I'm specifically trying to get boulders from a specific place to a specific workshop or something heavy. But outside of that, because I don't do a lot of furniture encrusting with gems, it's not a feature I use a whole lot. That being said, I think that the little screen over there on the left to simply hook a stockpile up is nice and quick. I'm assuming it's the little stockpile button up in the top right of the metalsmith's forge to then pop up this little menu on the left, select the stockpiles you would like to add. And yeah, I think it seems quite smooth. I'd like to see what the actual process is of like clicking on, like, do you click on that button and then you click on the stockpile? I'm really curious about how that works. That being said, I do think it's pretty clear, and I think it'll be a nice, easy, usable tool for most players getting into Dwarf Fortress. Now I've got a little bit of an announcement to make. If you somehow missed it earlier this week, I put up a video saying that I'm going to be talking with Tarn Adams today on my stream. Today, as of time of recording. If you're watching this as it goes up, check below because there's a link. At 3 p.m. Pacific time, I'm probably uploading this around 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning-ish. At 3 p.m. Pacific time, I will be having a chat with Tarn Adams. It'll probably go for an hour and a half. And after that, I will be taking the stream down, editing up that interview, and uploading it to YouTube. That will go live tomorrow at around the same time, so around 3 p.m. Pacific. It'll go up in a premiere before that, so keep an eye out for the announcements so you can grab the reminder. Now, of course, if you missed the actual stream in the premiere, don't worry. The video will be archived on my YouTube channel for all eternity, or as I said before, until the heat death of the universe comes. And if you're looking for something to watch in the meantime, and maybe you want another interview, I do highly recommend watching the interview I did with the developer of Odd Realm the other week. I think it turned out quite well. People seem quite happy with it. As always, thank you very much for watching these videos. I hope that you enjoyed this one, and I'll hope to see you in the next one. And of course, at the interview live. Thanks for watching.